Another one of the all-stars of writing, Sharon Zhang, Truthout. Another Truthout story because Truthout's awesome. And I just realized that I'm showing all the bookmarks. I don't need to be. Hi, bookmarks.
Bookmarks.
No,
Show
those.
bookmarks.
Like the folders and stuff that I keep there. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
There's nothing spicy there. Nothing that I'm not that I wouldn't want anybody to see. And hopefully that's the case. Big Pharma makes more off of the United States sales than the rest of the world combined.
Of course it does.
Seriously? Here we go. A new analysis by Public Citizen. This was published just yesterday. Public Citizen, founded by the legend, Ralph Nader. New analysis by Public Citizen found that the U.S. is spending nearly double what the rest of the world spends combined for key drugs. This report offers further evidence that the country is in dire need of pharmaceutical drug price reformation, which progressives are fighting for through the Build Back Better Act. So this is championing Joe's corporate giveaway here, which certainly would be nice, as opposed to nothing they're going to do right now. The report finds that for the top 20 selling drugs worldwide, U.S. sales totaled $101.1 billion, while sales of the same drugs to the rest of the world totaled almost $57 billion in 2020. For 11 of the drugs, revenue in the U.S. was double that of the rest of the world combined. And for 11 of the 13 pharma companies that sell these drugs, U.S. profits made up most of their revenue. Why? Because every other country has fixed drug prices with the government. I got you spicy right here. Yep. So for some drugs,
type 2 diabetes,
the analysis found an egregious revenue difference. For an HIV medication produced by Gilead Sciences, the U.S. sales revenue was 5 times the rest of the world's revenue. For Humira, which treats autoimmune diseases, 4 times greater, 3 times greater for drugs like Trulicity.
Yep.
Okay, Americans spend far too much on prescription drugs. And oh yeah, that's right. Minimum wage
stuff through the roof.
Federal minimum wage. Well, minimum wage for federal employees is $15, but federal minimum wage nationwide is still $7.25 an hour.
Yep.
Though drug prices across countries remain opaque, studies have shown that people in U.S. consume a comparable amount of prescription drugs to people in other countries, and this suggests that Public Citizen's findings aren't due to a higher unit of sales of drugs in the U.S., but rather higher prices. Of course they are.
Yep.
Previous research have produced similar findings. Public Citizen's analysis comes at a time when Congress is fighting over a proposal to allow Medicare to negotiate prescription drug prices. That would be critical. Democrats estimate the plan could save the government about $450 billion. There's only one problem. They're bought out by the same pharmaceutical and healthcare companies. That's crazy.
What? No.
More importantly, it's not just an abstract plan that would have roundabout effects on the public. The plan could save lives. A recent polling has found that 18 million Americans say that they recently couldn't afford to purchase a needed drug for themselves or someone in their household. Wow.
People are still rationing insulin. Turns out
10% of American adults report skipping doses to save money.
Jeez. Ouch.
How many people? It's difficult to quantify. 2019 study found that over 13% of Americans knew someone who died in the previous 5 years after not being able to afford treating a health condition.
And yet they want to claim that our government cares about our health.
Sure they do. They need to keep us alive so that we pay more taxes, right?
And so that we fuel their machines.
Even though, as my friend Steve Grumbine likes to say, taxes don't fund the government. They don't. Yep. Taxes take money out of the system. They are merely the cancellation of money on the ledger. So, to mitigate the crisis, Public Citizen says Congress should pass the proposal to allow Medicare to negotiate drug prices. Granting Medicare the authority to push back against pharmaceutical company profiteering would mean an end to decades of overpaying for medicines, if they actually did negotiate fair pricing. The problem is, will they negotiate and build in a healthy profit margin for these pharmaceutical companies, or will they just effectively kill them? Progressive lawmakers have been fighting to include the proposal in the Build Back Better Act. Pharmaceutical industry lobby has vast influence over U.S. politics. This year alone, 171 million lobbying lawmakers.
Right.
Yes, Eric Thomas, welcome. Thank you. Oh, good to see you, man. Eric, appreciate you being here. So yeah, we're covering a Truthout article right now. We're just about done with this one. Right-wing Democrats removed the proposal despite recent polling by Data for Progress showing that a majority of Republican, Independent, and Democratic voters are in support of the drug price negotiation plan. 73% of all voters. Again, the will of the public does not control Congress. And this is yet another example of why. Crazy.
Yep.
So again, that is Sharon Zhang, Truthout. Sharon Zhang belongs on the all-star team of writers. She's right up there again, top 20, top 50. She's one of my favorites, and I would venture to say the best that Truthout's got right now in their lineup. And it rotates from month to month, from period to period. And there are people who do it consistently well over time. I think Sharon's just at the top of her game right now. She's fantastic.